Some choices don't arrive with drama. They arrive quietly, like a notification you don't open or a call you let ring because your hands are busy and your mind is tired. It's late. The kind of late where the city has already exhaled and left only the soft leftovers of sound. Rain on glass, a distant engine, a refrigerator hum. The gentle click of a clock that keeps asking for nothing and taking everything. Ethan is 32. He lives alone in a small apartment above a closed bakery. At night, the street smells like sugar and wet concrete. His kitchen light is the only bright thing in the room. His laptop is open, but nothing is happening on the screen. Half an email, a calendar reminder he keeps moving, a blank page that looks back at him. His phone vibrates once on the table. Missed call. Mom. He doesn't panic. He simply stares long enough for the screen to dim, long enough for the moment to feel less urgent. He picks up the phone. The glass is cold. The word, Mom, sits there like a door he could open. His thumb hovers. He thinks about the day he had, meetings that ran long, voices that never paused, the slow ache behind his eyes. He thinks, I'll call her back in a minute. Then, I'll call her back when I'm less tired. Then, the easiest thought of all, tomorrow. The phone goes back on the table, face down, like a secret he's trying to hide from himself. He runs water at the sink that isn't hot enough. He washes a mug that wasn't that dirty. He watches rain crawl down the window, as if the sky is trying to write something he doesn't know how to read. Ethan isn't cruel. He isn't the kind of person who forgets on purpose. He is just busy. And busy is a place where love goes to wait. In the drawer by the fridge, he keeps a collection of small delays. A birthday card he meant to mail. A spare key he meant to give to a friend. Receipts he meant to organize. A quiet stack of later that grows until it becomes heavy. On the counter, a sticky note says, Call Mom. It's been there long enough to fade at the edges. Microwave for 30 seconds. One sip of water. A light turned off with a gentle click. On the couch, he scrolls through headlines he won't finish. His phone stays face down, silent, obedient. Outside, the rain keeps going. And time keeps doing what it does best. Moving forward without asking permission. Years ago, Ethan promised something simple. He was 22 then. Still, certain distance was temporary, and time was generous. It was April 7th, 2016. Early evening, crisp air, a clear sky. He stood in the driveway with a duffel bag in one hand and keys in the other, ready to drive toward his first real job, his first real independence, his first real absence. His mother stood in the doorway, wrapped in a cardigan that was too big, like she was borrowing warmth from something she missed. She smiled the way people smile when they don't want you to worry. "Call me when you get there," she said, and Ethan laughed a little, because of course he would. "I will," he said. "Yeah, I will. A small promise. Easy. Weightless." He remembers her hand lifting in a slow wave, the kind you do when you want to hold on a second longer. He remembers how she watched his car back out, as if she could memorize the sound of it leaving. He did call that night. He remembers the relief in her voice, like the world had clicked back into place. After that, the calls became a rhythm. Sundays, quick updates, weather, groceries, work. Then deadlines got louder. Then Sundays turned into next weekend. Then next weekend turned into when I'm free. And when I'm free became a promise that never found a day to land on. Tonight, he doesn't call. He goes to bed with his phone charging on the nightstand. The screen is dark, but her name is still there, waiting. He turns onto his side and tells himself, tomorrow. He falls asleep to rain, convinced the world will be exactly the same when he wakes. Morning arrives without drama. Gray light. Wet streets. A sky that looks like it forgot what blue was. Ethan wakes at 7:10 a.m. His alarm chirps, polite, like it doesn't want to upset him. He showers. He dresses. He pours coffee that tastes bitter and familiar. He stands by the window, watching a person walk a dog through the leftover mist. His phone buzzes again. Same number. He answers without thinking. There's a pause. A breath on the other end that sounds like it's been holding itself together for too long. "Ethan," a voice says. "Honey, it's me." He recognizes it. An older voice. A voice that carries hesitation like a fragile plate. "What's going on?" he asks, but his words already feel careful, already bracing. "I'm sorry," the voice says. "I'm so sorry." 2 sentences. And the air changes. The room becomes sharper. The silence becomes heavier. Even the refrigerator hum sounds distant, like it's coming from another life. Then the truth arrives in pieces. Because grief doesn't speak in straight lines. A fall. A sudden pain. A call placed with shaking hands. An ambulance that couldn't rewrite the ending. Ethan doesn't drop the phone, he doesn't scream, he doesn't collapse. He just stops. In his mind, he sees the missed call again, glowing on his kitchen table like a small, harmless thing. It wasn't harmless. It was the edge of a cliff he didn't know he was standing on. He sits down at the table, carefully, as if his body might crack if he moves too quickly. His coffee cup is still warm. He sets it down so quietly it makes no sound at all. He says her name once, and it comes out smaller than he expects. After the call ends, he stays there, staring at the wood grain as if it might tell him what to do next. Then his thumb moves on its own. He opens his voicemail. One new message, time-stamped, 11:47 p.m. 1 minute before the missed call. He presses play. Her voice fills the quiet kitchen. Soft, a little tired, familiar in the way that makes your throat ache. "Hi, sweetheart," she says. "It's late, I know." A small pause, like she's smiling into the phone, even though no one can see it. "I won't keep you long," she says. I wanted to hear your voice." Ethan's eyes burn, not with tears yet, but with the effort of holding them back. "I made that soup you like," she says. "The one you always said tasted better the next day." A faint laugh. Quiet and private. "I don't know why I'm calling," she whispers. "Maybe I just missed you." Silence. The kind that has weight. "If life gets loud," she says, "come back to the quiet things. Okay?" Then, softer still. "I love you. Call me when you can." The message ends. Ethan listens again. And again, as if repetition could change the ending. The next hours pass like he's underwater. Street sounds muted. Faces blurred. His mind stays in that 1 minute, 11:47, when she spoke as if the world would keep giving them tomorrows. At some point, he opens a drawer he hasn't opened in years. Inside are envelopes, photos, old cards, and a folded piece of paper with his mother's handwriting on the outside. He sits on the floor with the drawer open, knees pulled close. He unfolds the paper carefully. The handwriting is neat, patient, like she had all the time in the world when she wrote it. There are only a few lines. Not a lecture, not a warning, just a small piece of her, saved for him. If life gets loud, come back to the quiet things. I'm always here, even when you're busy, Even when you forget, Ethan presses the paper to his chest because he doesn't know where else to put the feeling. And that's the strange thing about loss. It doesn't arrive as a single moment. It arrives as a series of small moments you can't go back and fix. A call you didn't return. Tomorrow that never opened. That night, Ethan sits at his kitchen table again. The apartment looks the same. The rain sounds the same. The clock keeps clicking. But nothing is the same. His phone is in his hand. He opens her contact. "Mom." The green call button glows at the bottom of the screen. His thumb hovers, the way it did the night before. He could press it. He knows what would happen. Nothing that fixes anything. He flips the phone over and places it down gently, like he's laying something to rest. He reaches for the sticky note on the counter. Call Moem. This time, he peels it off. He holds it between his fingers, then folds it once, and places it in the drawer with the letter, beside all the old laters he doesn't want to carry anymore. Outside, the rain slows. A car passes. Somewhere in the building, someone laughs softly. Life continues, careless and ordinary. Ethan sits in the quiet. And in that quiet, he understands something simple. Love doesn't always need grand gestures. Sometimes it just needs a moment. If someone came to your mind today, that might be your life asking you to choose. Not loudly, not dramatically, just quietly. Before, later becomes never.